What is up, guys? It's Wolfie here, and we are back in Grounded. So today we're going to be looking at those zip lines once more, and the reason for that is I want to create a hub for the zip lines. Now, I've begun a bit of work. As you can tell, I'm a little bit higher than we normally are. So that is where my previous zip line was, and my new zip line is up here. So this is giving us kind of 4 blocks, I think, higher, maybe a little bit more. And this one heads still over to the hedge, so I've just rewired this one up. And we've still got the one down there, which I've made look slightly prettier, a little bit of a better landing pad, so it's not hanging over the wall anymore. But I've also added one here. Now this one here takes us to our base over kind of nearish the anthill. It's not that far away from it. But what it allows us to do is travel between our house. So from our main house over to our little base that's on top of the baseball. So it literally takes us just over there. Now, there's a few places I do want to create a zipline to. One being over to the other side of the pond. Now, I know there's going to be a water update at some point in this game, so I want to take advantage of that. I want to build over to that way and potentially create a zipline over there. I've already started a little bit of that work, so I'll show you that in a minute, guys. And the other place I want to do is over towards the kind of Frankenstein Etch-a-Sketch, can't remember the name of it, but yeah, over that way. And the reason for that is I think it would be really cool to have a base over that side of the map. So at the minute we've got one kind of central, which is I suppose the baseball. We've got the one over this edge, and I'd quite like to build one over that edge, kind of towards the picnic bench and over that way. I think it's a really cool location, so potentially we can build a base over that side as well. Now, I believe to connect the one over there, so I've got some clay, which we need for the base of it. We've got some bug rubber in case we need to create any springboards to get any height. And we've got a little bit more silk rope. Now, I think we are a little bit low on the silk rope. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use our zip line here. The reason I'm using our zip line over here is because I'm going to go grab a little bit more silk. So I know I can get some over this way, and this is the best use for this zip line. It's basically going over to the hedge, getting a load of the spider silk that's over here, well, the spider web that's over here anyway, and this is the fastest way to do it. As you can tell, a little bit quicker as well, which is great. So I'm going to head up to the hedge. So this is where I was saying around loads of web fiber, and the reason for that is look how many webs there are. They're all the way up here, and then we can actually get up to the base where there's even more web, and there's web sacks in here, which is great because that will produce the little mini spiders, and then we can kill them too. Yeah, so there we go. So that gives us loads. We can collect all those up. So I've already got 8 web fiber, which is loads. Okay, so I'm up inside the base now. The reason I'm up in here is I believe some of the webs respawn, especially on top of it. So I'm going to head up on top of it. We've got more web sacks as well, which is great. So again, we can just kill these straight off the bat, and they're so easy to kill. So I've now got 18 web fiber, which is really easy. So yeah, this was kind of the best bet. Ooh, stink bug parts. I didn't know these dropped stuff like that. Oh, well, I'll take it. Never know when I need those. Ah! Really? More of you guys? Well, I'll take it, but I wasn't actually expecting it. I'm very low on health. I didn't realise this. Like, I am super low. Luckily I've got some of these green machines, otherwise I would have been suffering them. I didn't realise how low I was. Okay. Oh! Yeah. I'm super low, and that is attacking me. Hang on a second. Oh, I'm wearing ant armor. I'm wearing the wrong armor for this. Do I risk it? How much web have I got now? Actually, I am almost full. As I'm pretty low on my armor, which for some reason I've decided to bring my ant armor along, don't know why. I'm going to head back. I've already got myself 30 web anyway, so I'm pretty full at this point. So I'm going to head back. Hopefully that should be enough to make the zip wires we need. So I'm going to do that now. So I don't know how I've managed to do this, but normally the zip wire puts you in third person. Now, I am currently in first person, but if I look down, I can see inside of Max, which is super creepy. I never realised that before. That's horrible. Oh god. Yeah, so this is the zip line on the way back. As you can tell, it's a little bit slower. So I've just filled up all the spinning wheels, so that should give us enough in the way of silk rope to make all the zip lines we want to make at this point. Because we're going to do probably, I reckon 2 in this episode, I reckon 2 more, which should really make a big difference to the base and travelling around this map at least. So I'm going to start off with the one over this way somewhere. I've now got my armour on and I've got a little bit of food, and I've also got the green machines all stocked back up, so I ended up using all of them whilst I was over there. And I might actually sleep just before we head over there, so it's daytime. It is the morning of the next day, and what I've done is I've actually travelled over this way and planted where I believe will work for the zip wire. Now, I think the tower is roughly there, I want to say, but I'm really unsure because that's the light, so I'm going to guess it's just above the light. So it's going to be about there, and I'm hoping it goes between the rose petals because otherwise it's going to be blocked and it's going to be really annoying. But we're going to build the base, which I found that building like a base like this is easier to then place these on and makes it a little bit easier to connect up as well. So we're going to place that first, and then we're going to place the bits we've currently got on us. Now we do need 6 weed stems, so I just started on this weed stem over here, so I'm just going to cut this one down. Some of these thicker ones definitely take a long time, but they do drop like an awful amount sometimes. Like, I think the most I've had is like 12 out of 1. Yeah, look at that. Easily enough. I think that might even be more than 12, that's loads. Yeah, I don't know why they're so random. I suppose maybe it's actually depends on size? I'm going to guess so. It must do. Like, look how many there are. I've just taken 5 out of those. Weed stems are so much easier than, like, there's so many over this side. Like, look how many weed stems there are here. It would be really cool to make a weed stem, like, 4 over this side. What I don't want to do is build too close to the water in case they update it, which I have a worrying feeling they will. But at least we've got the zipline down. So the zipline is now done, and we're going to try and connect this one up. So we'll connect up to that one. I think that's the higher one. I really don't know. Oh no. I'm going to check. So that's the one over at our second base. That one's too low. That one's higher and that one's low. So yeah, we definitely connect to the right one. But we do need another 6 silk rope. So that's really lucky that we made that other silk rope back at our base. I'm going to head over that way now. And the reason for that is what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to finish this from the other side. And actually zipline over here so you can see what it looks like as well. So I'm going to head back that way. And then we've got, hopefully, our connection over this way. As long as it doesn't cut through the petals, but we'll wait and see. Oh, I was just heading over here and there's a bloody wolf spider. Oh, it's seen me. No, it's alright. It's like stuck in the log. I was not expecting that. Right, I'm almost home. It's looking okay. I do think they normally block them quite well, so I think it should be okay, but we'll wait and see. Right, let's just pick up all of these, because I think we probably need all of them at some point. I feel like we might even need to do another trip over the hedge, depending on how far our next zip line is. We've now got 33, but this is going to use a ton of them. So let's head up here. I think this is where it jumps. Yeah, I'm getting better at that slowly. And this one I actually lined up a little bit better, so you can pretty much get up there every time. Yep, sweet. Yes! Okay, and it does miss the petals, which is really good. It's built. So this zipline goes now all the way over to this edge, which is exactly what I wanted it to do. So we can head over this way. Yep, misses everything. That is actually perfect. I thought it was going to catch the top of that rose, but that is just the right height on that tower. It's such a good view from up here. Like, you get the view from all the trees. You probably see, yeah, all those spiders down there. That wolf spider's gone as well. And we are back. Wow, that threw me low. That threw me really far. We'll have to keep an eye on that, because if I do that again, especially if I'm on like a higher tower, it's going to throw me off. We've got our first zip wire of the day done, so we've now got a way to get all the way across the river. But the problem is, there's obviously all of this over this side of the river, and that was kind of in preparation for the update. I'm really hoping it doesn't delete that zip wire Fingers crossed it doesn't, but we'll wait and see. But the other place I wanted to have one, which is where we might actually create a new base, which might be something I work on for maybe a few episodes actually, is over by the Frankenline, so over this way. So I finally remembered the name of it. So yeah, over by the Frankenline, over this side, and what we'll be able to do is hopefully do like a double zip line. So we'll be able to do one from our main base over to our secondary base, then from our secondary base over to the Frankenline. I'm really hoping we can get that done. We'll wait and see though. Oh, I always forget there's stink bugs over here. But we might even be able to do it up on the top rock. So the one we can get up that's behind the Frankenline, and maybe we can create a base up that way. I think that would be really cool. I have a worrying suspicion that there might be some stuff in the way if we place it near here. And my other worry is my tower that's over by my base isn't tall enough to go on top of there. So the tower at that base is not that big, and I'm worried that we're going to potentially hit these rocks. But the place I could place one, which I feel like might be okay, and does bring us over this side of the map quite quickly, is actually on top of that rock there. Now that rock there, I think is over where like a bombardier beetle spawns, but I don't think he can get up on that rock, so I'm just going to head up there now and just test that. Yep, there's the bombardier beetle. Okay, so I can get up here. Now, the tower that I built is roughly, I want to say, kind of here-ish. Yeah, around about here. So as you can see, these grass leaves, they're going to be blocking wherever I put this along this side of the map, which is a bit annoying. But what I might be able to do is create almost a stop point here, so I can zip to this and then maybe even zip down there if we have enough stuff. But at least to zip over to this side of the map from that base. So I'm just going to build a little tower. I'm going to map it out, and that's going to be my starting point. Okay, so I've just mapped out the tower. So what I've done is these kind of triangle scaffolding, they only take one weed stem, so they're the quickest way to build up. I'm going to put a bounce pad down so I can get up to the tower. So if I decide to go elsewhere from this tower, I can do. And what I've also done is obviously built this platform out. So I'm going to build this up. So we'll wait and see what this looks like first. And then I'll be able to judge maybe if it's too tall or too small for the tower over that way. But let's try this first. So I've just built up the tower, and I think it is tall enough. And I think it's still under the height of the other one. If the other one needs to go up one more, I think it can. So worst case scenario, I have to move that one up more, and this one can stay at this height. But I believe this is over the grass that I can see, which is a good sign because it means we can probably get over here. And they have introduced the ability to totally remove grass. So if we need to do that, we can do for a couple of blades. As long as it's over the majority, we should be absolutely fine. But I just need to put down these grass planks, which we've got an abundance of. So I'll go quickly grab those now, fill that in, and then place the zipline. I managed to get myself stuck. This bombardier beetle has been rather interested in me. Currently, he's very interested in me. And the reason for that is I accidentally walked into him. So, yeah. I don't know if I've got enough arrows to take him out. Let's just chuck those down there. I don't know if he's going to run away or if he's going to try and kill me. Okay. Staying still works. Oh, no. Okay. He keeps healing, which is really... yeah, he just keeps healing. Why? Every time I've hit him with like 20 arrows and he keeps healing. No. How did that hit me? I'm up on this. Okay, what the hell? This is not good. I hope he just leaves me alone. Okay, he gave up. He gave up. Ah, well that sucked. Last piece. So, after our encounter with our great friend down there, who I can still hear, who, yeah, it's really annoying. Oh, I'm hoping that soldier ant goes and gives him a hard time. That would be really nice of him. But yeah, the tower is done anyway. So let's put down, hopefully, I'm really hoping the zip wire works. Right, let's put down the zip line. So this is our anchor, which goes like so. Now, we need 1 silk rope, we need some clay, and we need some weed stems. I don't know if I've definitely not got enough clay on me, because I used some for the base. But, the weed stems, I think I've got 3 there, and I've got a load down there. So I'm just going to put the weed stems on, and then we can go and head for some clay, which I think there's some just over that way. So it shouldn't take us too long to grab that either. But yeah, weed stems first. Okay, 6 bits of clay. I don't know if we need any more, but I'm just going to grab 1 more bit. Of the clumps anyway. I'm going to grab that and then I'm going to head back. And we're back. So, last bit of clay. Now, can we connect the zip line? Yes. Yes, we can. Amazing. Right. Connect that one up. Oh, that looks super flat though. This is my worry. Okay. Well, we'll build it anyway. As you can tell, I'm a little bit low on water. Oh no, we're missing 2. No. Need more silk rope. Right. Well, what I'll do, I think I've actually got some silk rope over at the other base. So I'm going to head over to the other base, get some silk rope, then head over this way, build the silk rope, and we should then have a zipline. It is the morning of the next day. Turns out I didn't have enough of that silk, so I had to go get some more. So these have been working all night, and I now have a load of the silk rope, which is great. But it means we can now go finish the tower. Now, I did have a quick look at the tower, and I do think, I'm pretty sure anyway, that it is lower, looking at it from a second angle. But I feel like we're going to have to wait and see, because, yeah, it's a little bit of a close one. I feel like it was the same as this one, when it just didn't move anywhere. But yeah, this one, hopefully... Well, this is the one I haven't shown you yet, which is the one between our main base to our second base. But the one from the second base over to our new one, I'm unsure. It's going to be close, I think. It's not going to be as quick as this one, I don't think, anyway. And we are landed. So, we are now at the second base. That one's so much quicker, but I'm really hoping now we can finish that zip line. Yes, we can. Now, moment of truth. Is it low enough? Please, 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 please. It's moving. It is moving. We are moving. Yes, it is low enough. So yeah, it's not as quick as the other one, but it gives us our second journey, which actually takes us right across the anthill, which I think is really cool. Look how cool that looks. And you can see all the ants running out of it. I am tempted maybe at some point to build... I've seen people build like ant traps out that way. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, so that takes us straight over to this one. And this is our next stop, which is... Yes, I'm so glad that worked. So glad that worked. That was awesome. So I'm actually thinking what we could do is produce one from here down to there. I think that would look really cool. No, I'm thinking of loads of different possibilities. But I think the next step is to set up potentially one zipline down that way. At least, yeah, at least so we can get all the way from our base over to this side of the map. And that's the best way to do it. So I'm going to stick a zipline just over here. I can create a little base just like we did the one across the river. And then we've got a second route down this way. Okay, zipline is down. Zipline is connected. Zipline is built. So now this should take us all the way from our home base to this side of the map, which is pretty much the other side of the map at this point. So it's all the way over from our house, 560 centimeters away, all the way over to this side of the base, which I think once we've got a base over by this, I think it'll be so cool. So I'm going to go do that journey now. I'm back up at the tower of our second base, and that's probably a good place to leave it. I'm going to take this journey as our last journey of the day. But I hope you've enjoyed the video today. If you have, please leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I've got some really good support on the channel recently, so keep that one up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.